Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of the mildly amusing, intensely insightful, No Talk Show. Today, we'll discuss choice. Our glorious quest is that others choose to be in our presence and seek our advice. This infers, even demands, that we not violate their freedom to choose. A word about choice as it relates to children. Author Dr. John L. Lund defines parenting as the art of letting go, meaning you teach them how to make good choices and then let go as they're ready. We will be discussing choice as it relates to adults. More specifically, the power of choice as it relates to you. The hope is that you will adopt these concepts and promote them in others. This may sound bold, but choice has everything to do with our happiness. Take your significant other. You can find bad in them because it's there. Likewise, you can find good in them because it's there. The same goes for virtually all people and situations. So here's the key. What you seek, you find, but you choose what you seek. We're focusing on the good and downplaying the bad. Since we give power to what we think about, the good increases. Voila! Let's discuss the dangers that threaten our power to choose. They lurk around nearly every corner. For example, when my youngest daughter was 12, she said she couldn't wait to turn 13 to watch PG-13 movies. Wait a minute. Who is making that decision for my daughter? So, I allowed her to watch several great PG-13 movies before she was 13. Others I don't even allow myself to watch. Another example is a certain critically acclaimed movie that does a commendable job of portraying the value of escaping the repression of societal norms. Regrettably, that newfound power to choose gives way to a different, more subtle oppression, that of being enslaved by our appetites, giving in to whatever feels good. But does doing whatever feels good make it right? Let's explore a false narrative promoted by Hollywood and repeated so frequently and that most people don't even question it. It's the idea of falling in love. The phrase itself immediately removes choice and therefore accountability. It infers we can also fall out of love. I'm not denying the laws of attraction, just promoting that we engage choice and its soulmate, accountability, into the mix. Otherwise, if I fall in love with another, wouldn't I be justified in leaving my wife and children? We rightly demand that someone attracted to children refrain from satisfying that appetite. Isn't it obvious that we can choose against our natural tendency, even if it is simply anger? How regrettable that some say that's just the way I am. Isn't it much more liberating to seek a better version of ourselves? Hold the phone. It appears we have a comment from the studio audience. Go ahead, Fred.
Hi, I am Fred Flintstone. I am a notorious liar. You have inspired me to change. Tomorrow I will go to the courthouse to change my name to Frank Blackhawk. Do you know why?
We have a riddle before us. Pause now if you want to take a stab at the answer. Fred wants to be frank with everyone. Okay, back to the show. When I say isn't it obvious that we can choose against our natural tendency, I do not intend to infer that we must always do so, nor insinuate when we ought to do so. Such decisions are personal and tendencies come in various shapes, sizes and strengths. I'm simply promoting the power of choice without imposing my values or condemning anyone. Are we aware that in today's world, someone else typically controls the choices presented to us? While the presentation of customized content can be convenient, do we give any thought to the intent of those running the show? Nearly all have an agenda of some kind. Often it is just to make money, but in some cases, the goal is thought control. Although nobody has all the facts, the talking heads typically speak convincingly as if they do. We then often blindly relinquish to them our power to choose. That phenomenon pains me because I place a high value on independent thought. Let's discuss one more danger that threatens our power to choose. It is ourselves. Since we don't want to be proven wrong, once we have arrived at a conclusion, which is often too soon, we tend to defend it. We dig in our heels and refuse to consider other viewpoints. In other words, we cease allowing ourselves to choose. Even our own opinions and perceptions often need further adjustment. We seek further adjustment by listening to other reputable voices and reasoning for ourselves. Nobody has all the facts. Still, let's learn all we can, consider all angles, and allow others to conclude differently. Can we bring these concepts home and make them personal? Please join me in some self-reflection. While doing so, please resist the tendency to judge or condemn others, or yourself. Rather, direct these questions only to yourself and be honest, as if you are alone, looking in a mirror and saying them to yourself. Do I intentionally engage my power to choose and hold myself accountable for my choices? How much emotional energy do I spend on expecting others to change? Do I tend to think that I've arrived and am done changing? Am I a victim of my appetites? Do I relinquish my right to think and decide to the talking heads? Do I seek opposing views or only those that support my own? Do I seek to prove or justify my current perceptions or to challenge and expand them? Do I allow others to form their own conclusions? Do I seek, respect and consider others' views? Thank you for engaging with me on this important subject. Now is your time to choose and to own your choices. Thousands of choices could derail you from your glorious quest. You will likely make some of them. When that happens, cheer up and use regrets wisely. In your interactions, will you choose to assume good intent, honor human frailty and champion human potential? Will you choose to watch and implement the upcoming episodes to help achieve your glorious quest? We'll discuss love next time, but not the way you might think. Did I shortchange you on the mildly amusing part? Well, here's my veiled attempt to rectify. I vaguely remember either a joke or a dream. All I remember is being thirsty and going straight to the punchline. So, there you have it. Until next time.